They do not work.
Yeah.
They do not work that way. They're just going for into them above all else. Thanks, that might have been everyone.
Michael Wood, we gonna get that conversation. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Jay Ben came here from Anton Daniels' channel and the Millionaire Morning Show. Keep up the good work. Love seeing these combos on a global scale.
Let me get this. Turn this shit down.
Joe Rogan saw one of our clips.
Yeah. You want to do a reaction?
Yeah, nah.
No. Not from her though. This one I seen. I just sent you one. I just sent you a video. So look. Don't hit the video. You know, you can hit the video, but go to that little TV at the top. Like, no, go back to YouTube.
I gotta download it. I
Never download YouTube? It should already come. I'll do it. Turn your mic. Turn your mic on.
You ain't want to do it right now.
Yeah. You put it up here. You can put it up here. Yeah. So we all.
Me to put it on there?
I thought you could, because if you had YouTube, you could just put it on direct. I got it though. See, your phone connect and act as a remote. Yeah, that way you know. There we go. Here we go. Let's go, team. Reaction. Let me stop. The name of the video is How Men Deal with Masculine Aggressive Women. Make
her humble.
Yeah, herself like this. Anton Daniels. Give shout out to the channel that we reviewing this from. The Millionaire Breakfast Club.
You come off that and these 3 weeks you done went from you done went in rap snacks, you done went from we won't be married to we don't listen and you just said show about the punk ass and ain't shit. You didn't like, you know, I'm staying back here, so I'm just staying back. I'm gonna stay back. You know, let's go back. You know, I'm just saying. So I don't know what it looks like to y'all. I might be wrong, you know, but to me, you come off of the harsh.
We are a little bit more harder, and to me, it's.
All right, we're just cutting it down even, shave. Cutting down even, shave.
Bobby behind the ears.
You want to cut it down and taper behind the ears or just the side? All right, so low line taper, shadow.
But yeah.
And she was like, you didn't answer mine.
The hair growing in the top from last time I was here. I'm trying to wear my hat less. I got that habit, but I'm trying to wear it less.
That's me, yes.
I know that, yeah. Especially that side, because I sleep on one side.
I think I answered your question the first time. I think I answered your question.
So this is. Let me pause it real quick. All right, so they like he's saying hold them accountable, right? And they're saying you're a woman basher.
Oh, that's the easiest escape route they
You want to
can
hold them
use. Man.
accountable?
He's holding them accountable for whatever they're saying and
That's woman
actions.
bashing.
They're saying
Because
he's woman
she's trying
bashing.
to deflect it. That is not the subject.
She serious when she said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said
They all start agreeing. We're gonna see when I started back, they all start agreeing
that's the sisterhood.
on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are. Then he asked them a question. Would you rather me be more feminine, or a woman basher? Since that's the only thing y'all gonna say I am.
And I think you're a kid back.
Yeah, she playing.
See, they all on him. You are, yeah, you
In one way
are.
or another.
Yeah, trying to counsel. That's one of they, you know,
They
one
tactics,
of they tactics.
the hyena tactic.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely 3 hyenas.
But the answer is yes, woman bash. So here's the thing though. Not yelling at her. You're yelling at me, you don't know now. Who yelling at? You yell at your wife. I'm telling you to yell at
He
your
might
wife.
not have to yell at his wife.
Here's the thing. You want to argue with me? You want to argue with me? Here's the thing that I'm trying to understand. No.
See, they start laughing. That's deflection right there. Because they ain't even giving him a chance to start getting his point. She still saying don't play with her. I wouldn't even look your way.
Snap, back, dragon, mouth.
I'm not seeing feminine ways yet. No, period. But guys that are feminine, to be more feminine, don't really think. It needs to adopt more nurturing type of, sentiment, and he cares more, and, more sympathetic, and has more empathy, things like that. We don't like guys that are like that.
I've had that, and I'm almost like surprised. So,
You can't have both, wench.
No, she said she had that, but she don't want both of them to cry. She don't want to be crying and he crying with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want more. But then I'm a woman back. I just feel like,
See the one with the camera? She gonna die alone. She's stuck on herself.
Which one?
The one right there with the cup. She's stuck on herself. And if I was rating her on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give her a 5. That's about it. She ain't going no higher than that. A lot of these men on these shows, they baiters to me. They let the women do all them yapping and shit.
I mean, you're supposed to. They women. We're not supposed to out-talk women.
I ain't trying to out-talk.
But
I just want my point across when I'm talking.
But
like
the way they doing it though, they let them talk, entertain, and then they hit them with the
shit.
With the machete. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way I get them.
That's how you gotta do it.
I'm just saying.
You can't be wasting your time arguing.
I don't argue. That's what I was saying a while ago. But when I talk, they'll know where I'm coming from.
That's how it's supposed to be.
So you want the woman back?
See, they don't know. Look, she's stuck like Chuck.
She don't want to say she want the woman basher because that's what they labeled him. So he made an observation.
He did it right.
And they like, oh, I'll take the woman beater before I mean the woman basher before I take the sensitive, tender man. It's just that shows you some people get triggered by words and they
What's a
really
regular
get.
ass? See, that's what they do. What's a regular ass man?
That's what I want to know.
See, they see.
Quit making me feel this way when you say these words. Come on.
And the things he said, he said, this is what I said. I said he bashes me.
Oh my God,
You bash
he bashes you.
him and all.
Who are you?
But that's not bashing, that's just telling the truth.
There's no such thing, ladies, as special.
See, hold on. See how she switched the conversation?
That's what they do.
To who? You can't tell me how I'm perceiving you. Well, nobody's talking about how you perceiving. I'm talking about what I'm saying.
She's making it about
But she
her.
took it about twisted, so he could like now she can stand on winning because she's coming from a different angle than what he's talking about.
All she did was deflect. That took her off the subject.
Remember what I said?
Sign language.
Listen, remember what I said? There's a list of things. Well, let me rephrase that. There are only a certain number of tools in that toolbox. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These tools are they done got them through genetics, they done got them through socialization, and it's just instinctive at this point.
Nature and nurture. They natured it and nurtured them.
So there's only a certain amount of tools in this toolbox. Here,
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, if you get them outside of those tools, they in trouble. If you come at them and pressure them to use other devices outside of these ones I'm speaking on,
Right.
they're going to become combative.
Yeah, they do all that.
Or that's if you're dealing with, the snapback dragon. If you're just dealing with, one that's maybe not snapback, but
Basically, only two things for me:
still on the same
deflect and denial, because that's what they do all the time.
Just because they're not snapback don't mean they're not going to be on what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them just ain't aggressive like that.
You're right.
Massive like that. For the most part.
All them women are doing two things to me.
For the most part, they got that masculine energy in them to where, if you bring it out of them, they will think that they can destroy the entire universe with their anger.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I find that funny.
That's because that's how they act like,
They being
they don't care about real time when they get upset. You know what I'm saying?
look and to I forgot what I was about to say. Okay, go ahead.
It's out of touch with reality when it comes to their anger.
That's because they're emotional.
And that's also a lot of it's to add to which I was saying. I know what I was gonna say. Like it's a lot of stories and ideas put in their head that they all powerful and the world revolve around them. So they arrogant when they get sad. You super arrogant because I'm this type of and this can't happen to me. And when it do, now you have to be the one who overcame this such a terrible person, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? To a child, yeah, to a child listening to that, they hear who the enemy is just as well as they heard you survive. You know what I'm saying? That sneaking behind the back and sharing your perspective and letting that be the only one that guides an individual's consciousness. That's we can't even blame them if you got a children body. I mean, you ain't in that child's life, so that's up to the man to protect his children from that. But still, we don't be sticking around long enough. We get up out of there, man. It'd be some crazy chicks though, and
look at what you gotta go through when you do one, when you do stick, or when you want to stick around. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And you still get it. You know.
But like, I don't know, man. This is a quick question on that. Even it's certain things you can deal with, and certain things you can't.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that you deal with, if it's just emotional or like she playing games where she ain't really out there hoeing, you could deal with a lot of that. And it ain't gonna do nothing but make y'all bond stronger. You should be. You should.
I agree.
But if it's she's out there on some old thotting and you don't know who she could get pregnant, you don't know who the babies could be. Nah, that ain't nothing to deal with. But when you just because she's
Call it what it is. She's a woman for the streets.
if she's a woman for the streets, you don't have to deal with her. But if she's just so crazy, what we consider crazy because we logical, all emotional beings are crazy. We should be able to. We should be strong enough to deal with that. Is all I'm saying.
But
Point well taken.
And we both in a position.
But back to what y'all was saying on those points that you had, I got two bedrocks because they gonna fall into either one. Deflect and denial. They can't. When they get in there, they can't get out because they already in there. And I noticed I got a game I call baseball. Like I say, boy, a woman start a subject and then she want to go left the field. She's supposed to be at home base. You don't let her change the subject. You keep bringing it right back where you started. And but, and you repeat it till they'll submit most of the time because they want to get it over with. Then you gotta watch for deflecting denial. But after you get them to play baseball right, you gotta go there because women don't like to be pinned down. They really don't. Oh, he sees me. Yeah, I see you.
Right.
Yeah, I see you strictly for who you are.
So, yeah, so my thing is, we already, I'm on some advances because, we already know what the tools in the toolbox consist of. You know what I'm saying?
Limited to me.
We in touch with all that.
Let yourself get caught off guard. And then, yeah, they can use every tool in the box.
They designed to catch us off guard.
That may be true.
They designed to do that, and that's what makes you sharper when you deal with that. Now, I'm not saying like dealing with them don't mean you got a wife, nothing. This is how we deal with them. How we like someone want to be handled. Okay, well we got to handle some of y'all. Some of y'all want to be dealt with in a certain type of way. We got to deal with y'all in a certain type of way. It's just dynamic. It's no one way to treat these women.
Even when they're not all the
It's
same,
not one way to
basically
treat these women.
There's not, but there's a God,
There's not one way to treat us.
Nah, I understand there's one way to treat them. It ain't about that at all. You don't worry about how to treat them.
Right. That's we worried about. We worried about how we gonna be.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm talking about.
Boy, I don't give a shit what she talking about.
Yeah, but we learned that we all learned that through hindsight in 2020.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only place that we really can speak from knowing better. And now that we know better, hey, look, this is what we figured out, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. I'm getting that. you know, and I knew I had it all along, but, new light, new light on all this stuff, brought it all back together. Just to see that, you know, everything ain't cracked up or what's advertised. And that's just in this world period. You know what I mean?
People can only, the old adage, people can only do to you what you allow them to do.
Yeah. It's like easy now. It's like elementary hell, man. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. In the room situation. I mean, you together. Period. The best thing for you to do is be together before you get into
And the guy answers, you better be primary, or else you ain't gonna be able to withstand the rest of the shit. So no, they come later.
you want them to be you thinking, you know, further ahead along the line, generations, you know,
Only in the moment, baby boy.
it's highly advanced. And you can put those things together, man. So the trick is to us to start getting that type of mentality to the youth, where they start thinking along those lines, man. Because right now, that's what this society teaches you to be on that microwave shit, just in the water, voila, you know, going down, put it fast in the earth, instead of building, you know, building something great that's gonna be around for a long time. That's touching for it, dude.
Men, especially young men, and while they're in the midst of building their, men should be in the legacy building. That's going to include one, but you got to put yourself first.
All day. Period. Period. That's the other part. That's the other level of it. You know, it's such and such a real thing. I would say mastery, but can't say mastery. They had a good ass run.
Who?
Still running with it, actually. Still around. You know. What's the name? The Pope in there.
The Pope?
Yeah. And then parties. That's it.
They panties is down too. They don't know it.
That's what I'm talking about.
They panties is down too. They don't know it. That's why his ass resigned. He wouldn't do all due to hell. They know this shit's coming to a close.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna always have one. You can't have one without the other. One's course will be run.
Which one y'all think is stronger, good or evil?
I think evil's unbounded.
Yeah.
I think evil's unbounded, so it appears to be stronger, but I think good wins out.
I'll tell you. Evil is stronger negative. Positive is stronger positive.
Okay. I like what you said, Patah. Evil has no boundaries, so
It don't. That's why
it can go where good won't go.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be weaker.
Well, it
like
don't mean it's weaker.
Well,
it's
let me finish my build. A child that's innocent and pure is innocent and pure and at a fragile state. that fragility is what you're protecting, because when you protect it, it will protect you strong. It is stronger than what we are considering evil, because you are staying disciplined in it. But you could just get dirty a little bit and it's over with. So like and that's why I said I agree with what you're saying. If we don't want to put a level of strength to it, but we put in a matter of boundaries, and one has limited boundaries, which is good. And
Actually, good
evil,
don't have no boundaries. Just depends on.
no, it has boundaries.
Well, I mean, in the sense that it would do anything.
Right, that's the boundary. So that makes this round. It makes this area of what it needs to accomplish and do very small, because evil wants all territory, all of it. And so good is fighting to have just its space, you know. And that's why I say that, because you got a white shirt on, get something on that shirt. It's no longer white. It's corrupted, you know. One speck is all it takes. You can have a whole shirt full of whiteness, but one dot. Doop. It's just no longer perfect. That's rigidity right there. That's discipline. So I mean, I'm not saying this, but I'm just saying, as men, we're limited in the spaces that we can deal with and things we can deal with if we're trying to do good for life, to perpetuate life.
Especially in these days.
If we're trying to preserve and perpetuate life and protect it, we have to move different. And that and our realm that we move in has to be smaller than the realm that everybody else move in. Because, they're not perpetuating or protecting or preserving life. They spending their life. And they're not really making moves that can protect life. So, if you're not protecting life, it's evil. I'm not calling people evil. I'm just saying in this context.
Yeah.
If you're not protecting life, you performing evil deeds. Because everything that you consider to be good may not always be good. Even somebody evil will do some good if it's going to, further their agenda. Yeah.
Well, Satan does good shit if it furthers his agenda.
But considered to be bad to you may not be bad. It's just bad to a person perceiving your actions on the outside. So that's why I look at it like them, man. When we start talking about women, man, we ain't supposed to be on what they on any fucking way. We supposed to be in our own territory, and it just allow them to do what they got to do. And at that one moment when they got to cross, that's when it should cross. But other than that, we too close up under each other. We're not supposed to be up under each other like this. We supposed to have distance. We supposed to have space and time and room to focus as men and build and hunt and explore. We ain't even exploring no more. We just go to work. And they try to limit us to that being a good man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Your ass eating.
We ain't worried about ourselves. We worried about keeping her at home happy, or just having the basic needs to go get some stuff that we should be getting for free anyway. We worrying about how to go get jobs instead of worrying about how to get enough land to support our families and create so we don't need to go to work. We're going to our business, but we too busy being distracted, worrying about what the fuck she want, what she needs. And missing our like what's that 75-25? We reversed it, Patah.
No, I didn't.
We not you.
Oh,
I'm talking about the state of general men.
10, 20, 70.
They doing the they got 75% of their time, effort, and everything is being given towards being given towards themselves. 75% is for everybody else. They switched it.
That's smart.
It's supposed to be 75-25. Nobody comes in that 75%.
You in the 75, but they can't get in there.
They can't get in there.
They're not supposed to be in there. Unless your energy gonna start waning on all three hemispheres. Yeah, you keep them on and keep them in that 25, they'll be fine. They won't know it.
KC told me something one time. He was like, "Man, maybe the reason why you having problems with the female persuasion is look at it as y'all both the planets, right? And the planets are in the sky in perfect harmony. If either one of those planets get out of their position, it's gonna be calamity. So the only reason why we got any type of issue with them is because we out of our position. We too close to them. We all up under them.
Totally agree.
You know what I'm saying? They are emotional wrecks because of lack of daddy being there in their life the positive way. Now I'm talking about the man that we need to be, the men out that got our own shit. We tending to our garden, we hunting, we building shit. You know, those type of men, these women do not have around them. They ain't got time to be listening to all that emotion and playing and shit. They ain't got time for that shit. They ain't got time for your feelings. They got this fucking field to go tend to, or they gonna go hunt this fucking animal, or they gotta go build this motherfucking house, or go you know what I'm saying? We need to be having hands on and being more involved in our life and take you know what I'm saying? Big think tanks out of our small homes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things that I realized is when people start talking about, I got this from you, Tommy. When people start talking about problems, they talk about everybody else and what they do, but they never talk about what they did to the situation.
It's the easiest thing to do.
And that's when you do that, that's when you start fixing you. And at least on your side of the situation with the problems, it's not over there. Instead of being on that, nah, man, we got to be on
It's
something.
always easy to see somebody else's issue except for your own. The thing is, best thing is not throw no stones. Especially if you live in a glass house.
So you can't have no emotional issues trying to, and then when they throw them back at you, your feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just can't do that.
That might be my best takeaway from 2022. It's just that. It's maintaining my position. Establish and maintain my position. That's it. That's all. That's a real slip.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought a video was about to pop up on his phone.
Hologram girls about to start popping it.
Supposed to have a little friend coming here in a minute. Damn.
Man, I was sitting here thinking, one thing that we have working against us is there's individuals, men and women, that put a lot of time and energy into separating us unconsciously but consciously. They realize that they need you go after your market is what you go after. If you have a certain product that's geared towards feminine things that those women may need, whether it's no matter what it is.
That big monster.
You market towards that, and in marketing towards that, you create an emotional connection. So they have our women emotionally through purchases. They allow them to achieve goals and purchase shit, and they emotionally feel gratified to where and they also, somebody went through the painstaking task of building a mechanical silicone plastic robot that do things that's just not natural, but allow these women to go fuck themselves in the realest way.
Oh, so they got
men too.
Full size dildo.
Well, the vibrators, they got the special tongues with all these different things that are not natural. But what I'm saying is, if women release oxytocin, right, a bonding chemical, hormonal bonding chemical, and they're using that tool, they're bonding with a manufactured tool that makes it hard for them to have any type of social skills intimately with a real individual, because that thing don't talk back. It performs the way she wants. She runs it all, and so it makes it outdates us based on lifestyle. That boss lifestyle is what's hurting her, and us not bossing up for our lifestyle is what's hurting us.
Shit runs out too. She's gonna go fucking nuts at the
Hey, they are, but we all are.
But I mean, I'm just sticking to the fact that it's what they're doing in the subject you brought up. They're gonna go fucking nuts.
Yeah, here we like to deal with them, but we talk about us more because they're a byproduct of our act, of our position. They're a byproduct of that. If we really on our square and we talk all that king shit, they doing what they supposed to do. They supposed to be exactly what they are, and it's for us. We call them Earth, right? We call her the Earth, right? And what's the one thing that we have to do with the Earth? We have to travel the land and conquer the territory and make it what it is. But go ahead. What was you about to say, bro?
No, I'm saying that's it. You know, that's what I'm done doing. I don't even, we still talking about the tools in the toolbox. You know, we don't gotta do that no more. We can move on. We can get back to talking about building how we can make this happen and that happen. You know.
Yeah, we got our mind focused on them, and any woman that would want you focused on her is not really, she's not really for you, man. She's keeping you imprisoned in this Walt Disney form of love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you spend the rest of your life chasing this idea of love just for, some box.
That you can get in there.
Yeah, because as soon as they've already showed some things where they outclassing us in so many areas. So if we don't want to, if we want to sit there and instead of complaining about what they're doing, how are they able to do this? They getting educated. They focusing on what they need. They don't care about what you need. They set their preferences.
They pay for it later.
No, yeah, but look, what I'm saying is all the things that they're doing is the things we should be doing.
I agree with that part.
And if we was doing that,
They're doing the reverse. We
would be achieving a lot of the accolades they got. They want to be in competition with us. Okay, well, fine. We all equal, so we all go to this university. Instead of us being punks when it comes to studying, go on and really put your study down and put that same effort that you'll have on the football field. You put that same effort in the classroom, and same effort on the court. You put in the same effort in the streets because they outshining us. And we want to get mad at them.
If I was
and want them to stop. No, let them go, because we supposed to be better anyway.
If I was anywhere from 25 to 35,
watch your foot, bro.
I could care less about them being in school, because I'm in school to do my damn thing. And even on the lesser level,
what I'm saying is, we gotta give these young boys that impression and get them to see the same thing. These women ain't gonna stop. They are designed to go after security. They are designed to go after being secure, and that's all they doing. They may be doing it in a crude way, and it may become, like you say, gonna come back to haunt them. That's they karma. They got to deal with that. Now it's time for us to stand the fuck up because there's gonna be a lot of young boys
We don't have
and
to,
young
we don't
girls
have to,
that's
I
gonna
guess
need
what I'm
this
simply
type of
saying,
person. You
we
know,
don't have to compare to them. We just need to be men and do what men have always done.
that's what we saying.
Yeah, always done.
Yeah,
We don't have to.
that's it.
We don't have to worry about them trying to come up somewhere we've always supposed to be doing anyway. I don't give a shit about them getting degrees.
See that shit right there? That's that Adam and Eve shit, right? Because we listen, we in the Garden of Eden, right? Here come Satan, which is the system, telling Eve all she got to do is read these books and learn a little something. And, you know, she learned more than Adam did because he didn't have a chance to go sit with the serpent under the tree and learn from him. She did. Then she came and brought that shit back to him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening. And so instead of, he should have been on his dean. And he should have been trying to understand the garden himself. You know what I'm saying? So that type of Adam dude, that Adam character is what a lot of these brothers is out here acting like. That's one of the things that's hurting us, man. We acting like Adam. We acting like, and Adam was a saint and Joseph, right?
Adam was the first sin.
And Joseph was the next saint, right? So the creation story in the religion sets the tone of how men are conduct themselves in community, in society.
Adam made it selfish because he knew the law in the beginning. All he had to do was tell that wench no, but he couldn't do it.
Go over there and tell God, hey God, man, look, I know you gave me shorty, but she wilding. Nope, he had to deal with it. I don't know about the Lilith thing, so you know, I'm gonna leave that alone, but I'm not saying what it is or it ain't.
Yeah, you showing prove your point you was making anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just that's something there.
And if you look at the way the women go, just on dealing with them two female characters, Eve didn't have the discipline.
Eve fucked it up because she fucked Satan. That's what happened.
Eve didn't have the discipline, and Adam didn't have the.
He didn't have the discipline because he broke the law. He knew it.
He knew it too, so he didn't have. So that's what that weakness.
Given to him.
That's what weakness gets you. And men be acting like that.
He shouldn't have never lost that.
And women be acting like that. Right.
All I'm saying is this: if he would have stood on his square, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, both of them would have.
I don't know about her. She fucked Adam. Satan anyway. And Cain butt fucked his brother. So that's where all this gay shit came from. That's why he couldn't keep the keys to the king. He got refused because God knew she fucked Satan, and that's what it was. People don't get into. They need to read the Greek, Hebrew, and Latin and start breaking that shit down because one word in Latin may mean something totally different from a Hebrew word.
I mean, I didn't want to go into that, but I see what you're saying on that level.
You gotta know what you're speaking on.
But I'm just saying, even if we take that, let's add that into the mixture, then, since you ain't that the state of how our women conduct themselves.
But like I say,
and how do we know that? Because we've been the dude that they was going out to mess with while they had their little Adam at home.
We just don't know how men don't.
And we also
don't know how to stand for something.
We also put a couple of babies and a few Marys and bounced off, and some other dude raised them and is raising them. So that's why she think it's okay to be that Mary, that virtuous hoe. Right? And then use the whole scheme of immaculate conception. But God didn't allow that to happen nowhere else. If we're going to look at it like that, the creation of God is here for all eternity and always will be until he determined it to leave. It just doesn't make sense, man. But I bet if we put the context of how we're conducting ourselves and superimpose it onto that story, some things will be like, they'll add up to like, oh, well, this is the only way it really could happen. The only way Mary could have been pregnant, it wasn't Joseph, if someone else of a greater stature thought she was pretty and smashed it.
Damn, bro.
Now you think I'm wrong?
Nah,
You was talking about that?
no, I ain't even saying that at all. I'm just saying, you ain't scared to say that. Think you gonna get struck down?
I mean, you know, shit. I don't have no channel right now.
But I'm just, that's what all coming up. This is a side point, but it's valid. Coming up, we was, the fear teaching was still moving. You know what I mean? I got kicked out of Sunday school because I asked questions. I asked why. I asked where did Cain's wife come from? Adam and Eve was the only, they were the first people. One other people. Where Cain's wife?
There was other people here. He couldn't.
I know that, but I'm just saying it's evident right there. You got to just be retarded. You know what I'm saying? To not see that. Because it say he went east to the land of Nod and he found his wife there. You know what I'm saying? East of Eden to the land of Nod. See that? That put a whole different spin on all of it for me. I was just like, man, this, it's all sus. So, and then I'm told I can't even use my own deductive reasoning to get a better understanding of this right here. I was told that I was questioning God.
Right.
You can question God. Who told you couldn't?
Man, listen, I got put out.
They tell you that in the Bible. You can question God.
Listen, bro.
Man,
The truth will be the truth. Will be the truth. Will be the truth.
I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was a teenager, but I'm grateful that happened because it made me want to find out stuff for myself.
Every one of his prophets from Moses on up questioning.
Yeah.
Look, the truth is the truth is the truth. This is the truth nobody thinks about. You cannot destroy water.
Right.
You can't destroy earth. You can scatter it. You can't destroy it. Some things are just out of our understanding. And the religion is not teaching you about the world you live in, which is your body, as well as the physical world you live in. Something wrong there, man. They can't just talk about the psychological illnesses that we deal with.
It does deal with the physical. What you eat, it covers everything, man.
Listen.
The person's perspective on it.
Listen, sorry. I hear you, but
Just like it says in the Bible Gita, all things are covered within the span of comprehension. So
look, there may be some levels of it in there, but nature cannot be summed up, or a good diet cannot be summed up what to eat. Whenever you go in different places, you need different sustenance to survive. There's no medicines in there. All of that should be a part of that. That should all be a part of religion. How to heal your body should be a part of religion, because you have to live in that body, off of the land. All of that shit should be in there. And if it is in there and it's not being taught to the people, shame on them.
shame on some of them,
Yeah, shame on them.
In there, though. A lot of them
It's a little bit in there, but it needs to be extensive.
Well,
there need to be half. I didn't say. I'm saying it's not in there extensive. It's in there vaguely, where it's ambiguous, where you get, you know what I'm saying?
You don't hear it every Sunday.
That should be a part of every, the lands. This is what the lands is going to produce, because we've gotten tuned with the earth on this level and did what it requires with whatever.
They're teaching with it. Everybody's worried about what they're going to get from God and not what God is giving them to you.
Gave you already everything you need to survive. You want to live immortally? Well, eat the stuff he gave us that lasts forever. There's vegetables that is immortal.
But
They
that's
keep
my
producing
point.
the same
They know it's
vegetables.
there, but they don't. They worried about getting money off of Wall Street right now.
You know what makes a vegetable immortal? Proper conditions and seeds, pollination. We can do everything plants can do. So that one plant that you ate, it don't stay around forever. You know why? Because it realized it needs to change itself for a stronger environment. So it created a seed for the next level of the environment. It's forever living. Trees will be here for hundreds of years, and they produce fruit that keep growing other trees. Now you mess up the conditions for anything in this environment, it will die. Or it will go on forever, get big. You nourish it the way it's supposed to be, it'll be here forever. Now, that's a sign, that's something that they tell you, but they don't connect it to life. If the Bible said that and connected it to the vegetables in your area and the animals in your area, it will look like a Kemetic culture mixed with all the other cultures.
That's why certain people's backyards like yours look like that, because they never, they kept on evolving, but forget what it took to evolve and still being incognito with nature. They don't understand it any longer, or they choose to recognize it.
We just got to get back to it, and one person at a time, man.
Yeah, because you looking for a collector, everybody, oh, I gotta live in the sky rise, man. Ooh, that's the shit. Oh, I'm gonna call what's it, So Fresh, or they'll deliver my shit.
Look, this is so funny. They say you can't buy land. It's not true, man. It's a lot of land for sale, and you can do whatever you need to do. And you know what I'm saying? So I done seen it, and me and the fellas, at least, we talking about go ahead and pop these 8 acres real quick and build some, some getaway homes on them, vacation and exercise retreat type deal. And shit, man, nobody's stopping us from doing that shit. And it's cheaper than buying a fucking house.
In most cases, yeah.
No. In the case of these 8 acres, you can buy for less than 15,000. Putting a small house on there is only about 150,000. And you can put 3 on it on your you can put 6 on the property total. That's just 6 families that can go down there any time of the year and get away. Rent them shits out.
Well, Casey's
Come on,
friends
man.
doing that right now.
Man, I just talked to Casey. He said he showed me where their spot is, right down the road from us. About an hour down the road, maybe less. That stuff is not hard to do. It's just, are you going to want to do it? Do you really want to get away from the city? That's my thing. Do people really want to get away from the city? Or are they just bumping their gums? Because if they really want to do it, all you just need a certain group of y'all. And then once you get there, you grow your own food. You know what I'm saying? You grow your own food and you learn how to do everything you need to do from that motherfucker. Put cars on it. So you got engines, you got batteries, you got electricity. You can take them engines apart and build all kind of shit. We not even in that state where we even building shit like that no more. Oh, 35. 35. Yeah, man. And when you want to go to the city, you can. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that's what I want it to be like, man. So that's what I'm working on. You let your kids come here and live if they want to, but they always got a place to get away. That's
a little change going like I wanted to within this year coming. I might be able to kick something out. But I don't, you know.
Hey man, all I'm saying is it's going down.
Well,
I
if
gotta go
know-
down
If I know you, it is. Yeah.
Wednesday. I have to drive to it. I want to just go drive and just to see how far it is, what it's like to drive down there. If I like it, I'm looking for the houses that I can get. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name?
To the land. Ozark.
Ozark,
Yeah.
going down Wednesday.
When I come back.
Well, when I was back in
I might go
church,
Tuesday. Just don't come to work
I wish I
Tuesday.
would have made that investment long ago when I was still in church. Cause I remember the dudes putting prefabs up there.
Yeah, but you can't do prefabs.
No, you could then, and then
Yeah.
2 years
You can, they want the houses to be permanent, and I understand why they.
The prefab was temporary. All these forecasts built their real homes.
Yeah, they want them to be permanent. So like, if you sell the land,
Yeah, they do.
you can sell that house, and it'll be worth a whole lot more. That's what I'm. Give me going to get this little, little crib down there. Just go ahead and get it and let it sit. I can let it sit for 5 years, so I can come back up, get a house, then build one down there. And then once I get one built down there, I'll go down there and just start digging in holes and be digging in the ground.
Old dudes that
Everything.
in the church now, they got cribs down there that their kids them took over.
That's how I want to do it. That's how I want to do it.
Hang out over the lake.
I want to trust
On
fund
the
it.
mountain.
That's what I want to do. I want to trust fund it. If I can find one with a pier onto the lake, like this one I saw, it got a pier onto the lake. It's just no house there. So I would have to put a house. You know what I'm saying?
I know where it comes
You wanted the spots down there.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to get as many as I can go look at.
from.
Huh? All right.
That's something you gotta move the speed on.
Man, that's why I'm trying to go Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Now, where is this place?
In the Ozarks, in the Forbes, real like
I almost
land
thought
district.
that all that shit was bought up by now because I remember when
Bro.
it was first built.
Bro, you can buy shit for $1,000, a quarter acre for $1,000. It's going down. The whole internal structure is for sale. How about that? The whole internal
Yeah, that's
is
what
for
I'm saying.
sale.
The one commercial